wiggle, wiggle to the beat. Feel the rhythm moving down to your feet. Lights are shining bright just like a globe. Get ready for the Cat Diggler Show. Hands up high and sway side to side. Let the music take you for a ride. Colors flashing fast and moving slow. Welcome to the Cat Diggler Show. Dance all night, don't stop the giggle. Spin around and have a sniggle. When the bass cracks low, you'll know it's time for the Cat Diggler Show.
And hello, everybody. How are we? Welcome to the show today, Cat Diggler Show. Around these parts, we already have some people. One crazy guy. What's up, Ken? How are we? Cool, cool, cool. Today was a crazy day. I got 10 new subscribers today. I'm up to 40 now, and that's pretty cool. Okay. Ken says that I'm freezing up. So, yeah, I am running off a really shitty laptop right now. It's not the internet. It should be the laptop. I'm gonna try to make it not suck as much. You know what? I'm gonna ignore the chat for right now because today is all about vibes, and we're gonna watch a really, really chunky clip today. Febreeze the Fainting Goat. It's about 5.5 hours of material. We're not gonna get through it all today. I don't plan on keeping you guys here all night. But it's a lot. You know, we kind of, there's a lot of through lines going on here. We get to see Earl mess up across two different shows again. There's hooting, there's hollering, there's an angry Ron. It's a great time all around. So we're gonna get right to it. We already have a couple people in here. I don't feel like dilly-dallying anymore. If you have something to drink, drink it. If you have something to smoke, smoke it, etc., etc. This is a show all about hanging out, listening to good radio, and talking about it. You guys can jump in the comments if you have any thoughts about anything, and I'll try to get after everyone's comment. And you know, we don't have to agree. Arca. Tell how fucking nerdy tech thing where my laptop just decided, despite having a fully charged battery, that it was gonna not have a fully charged battery anymore. So I've been dealing with a lot again. But we are all good. We're 3 minutes into the broadcast, and I am trying to regulate my nervous system, and I should stop, and we should get to the program. So let me just do some producing over here, and we're going to get right to it. Oh, look at that. I already have it pulled up, and you can't see my face over the giant cat diggler. This is a learning curve. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm walking through EV Mux here as I go. Like, I'm learning as I go here. So it's a little bit in the beginning, but I appreciate everybody that's showing up. I have the support of like the coolest and weirdest people in and around the Dabbleverse on Discord and stuff like that. They all have shows. I think my boy Bacon is live right now for a little while. Go check out his channel. It's BaconBits6664. He's pretty cool. He's blowing up a lot. Yeah, and then we have my boy Ken in chat, who is trying to mess with me, but I'm not going to let him do that. I really got to get this giant name bar out of my face. This is crazy. Hey, Cat Diggle. What's up? Okay, so this is a good thing we can jump on right here. I jumped into DJ Electra's show today with Deb. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Deb. It's a and at least 5 new subscribers because of. So I'm very, very grateful. The show's taken off. We're getting some comment engagement even from somebody I've never even seen before. People like what they see, as far as I know. I'm not quite sure why, but I appreciate it. And we're going to get going here. Let's get going and focus and hit play.
It's the Ron and Fez show, and as always, there's always a little drama happening in our lives. And I'll just set this up. It's just about probably 6 minutes ago, Earl came in to tell Fez and I, hey, boys, have a good show. Moments later, we hear a soft thud on the carpet, and Earl had fainted.
Earl was fainted. He was face down, in the studio, halfway out of the studio, right across the doorway, right across our threshold.
And just out. Just gone like he was Michael Spinks.
Like it was a bride being carried across the threshold and then dumped there.
The only thing I'm worried about, Fez, is that he's pregnant. I think that our Earl could be pregnant.
Is there any morning sickness? Did anyone notice today?
They've got him up on the couch. Let's go to Eastside Dave. Is that mic on, Fez?
Yeah.
Joining me on this weird, janky Friday. I really appreciate it. Let's get back to it.
That's very, very sipping water, very slowly, even slowly for Earl, which is astonishing.
He probably only was totally out about 30 to 50 seconds. Then he came to and mumbled the term Febreeze. Febreeze, he said. And just like Leonard Skinner, Fez, we call him Febreeze. And there he is. Earl, can you hear us at all?
Yeah.
What happened to you?
And why did you whisper Rosebud as you were dying? I mean Febreeze.
That's his nickname for his asshole.
Well, what happened was, I think Poe was asking me, do you feel, are you diabetic? He was asking me all these, and I was trying to say, I felt this whiff of Febreze.
All right, so wait.
And that was the last, I remember, because I said hello to you guys, and I was walking out the door.
Yes,
Yeah.
we remember what happened. We didn't faint.
You gave us
I just felt like this whiff of Febreze, and then
you gave us the daily limp handshake. Good show, buddies. Let's have a good show. And then fainted on us.
In a dead heap.
and I just caught this whiff of Febreze, and that was everyone's helping me up. That's the next thing I remember.
So, did you know that you went out? You know that you fainted?
No, not at all.
And there's not a strong smell of Febreze in here, Fez.
No, I'm very sensitive to smells, and I don't notice hardly any Febreze in here.
No, we have to have some of that because the O&A staff, there's a few interns that shit themselves. So you gotta keep Lysol, Febreze, all that stuff's got to go all the time.
But I've always had a reaction to Febreze. I get very nauseous. I can't breathe.
It's only been out a few years. Had since they were a kid.
And unfortunately, it's the only cure we have for sickle cell. So you've got to smell this stuff, Earl.
Wow, rocking a hard place, Earl.
Come on back in here now and see if you can smell it. Let's get you up and walking. You know what? Double time. Let's go. In here fast.
Now, would this be officially called a case of the vapors?
Master Post, try to put him in the chair, push him. All right, does that bother you, Earl? Can you smell the Febreze?
Do you smell it now? Because I don't, and I smell everything.
Hold on, is the room moving?
Oh, boy.
Earl, can you feel the room a little bit moving?
The house began to pitch.
Yeah. All right, Dave, come in here and squirt some Febreze around, and let's do a little, yeah. There it is. Just, yes, put some, thanks. Put some all around them.
There you go.
And see if you can feel it at all.
Febreze air freshener.
Anything, Earl? Yeah. Stand up, run in place, and see. Just take in some of the Febreze. See if that helps you at all.
I'm still a little out of it.
Yeah, sure.
Is that what you need, more Febreze? Get him an oxygen mask that just runs Febreze through it.
See, I'm starting to get dizzy.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting very dizzy right now.
Okay, this is a good point to stop and actually, I guess, begin the show for real this time, because I think I figured out at least a temporary fix for my kind of face being blocked issue here. Cool. We have somebody new in the chat. Love the Ron and Fez. I love the Ron and Fez too. I've been listening to them not terribly long. Thank you to Not Disco Dog and a bunch of other clip creators that have kind of archived all of these old radio bits, so that way we can watch them, we can hang out, we can listen to them together, we can break them down, we can really kind of dig into the meat of like who these people were on air, because I don't want to try to figure out who they were as people. I don't know them as people. Out and kind of digging into who they were on air, who their personas were, where that shit came from. That's the interesting part, and here we can hear how kind of weak-willed and weak constitutioned Earl is. He'll tell you at that time he was dealing with a lot, but a lot that he was dealing with was just kind of like normal adult pressure that he didn't want to deal with. This is a man who was living in the studio most of the time, bringing groceries up. He was there all. He had nobody to hang out with. He had no any friends besides the people on the show. And as we can see from the clips that we've heard and the clips that we're going to listen to, with friends like those, who need enemies type. I don't even want to finish that saying. How many times people going to say that saying? But yeah, Earl is losing his mind right now over this is another way that his weirdo like narcissism is highlighted, because the littlest things turn into the biggest things, and everything has to be about Earl, even though he'll tell you at the time, oh, I don't want this to be about me, please stop looking at me. But the whole time he's saying please stop looking at me, he's dancing around with a sign that says look at me. Yeah, well, let's get back to it. I'm going to put the volume up a little bit. I'm getting in the groove now. How are we doing out there, guys? How we doing? We good? It's Friday. It's a beautiful day. Everything on the channel is going great. I really, really thank all my new subscribers.
Earl took his daddy's watch.
Spray in my mouth.
Anything at all, Earl?
No, I'm just like feeling really out of it right now, really dizzy.
Yeah. Was that your first time fainting, or you do that all the time?
This is the first time it has ever happened to me.
Yeah. Why's your zipper down?
My zipper's fine.
What happened?
Okay. What happened? Why he went out? All right, Earl, is this something you can't do anymore? Is it the stress of 3 hours a day working?
With air freshener?
No, well, you saw me right before I was walking. I was walking out the door.
I was walking.
I was walking out the door. The show had started.
Yeah.
I felt fine.
Yeah, it was basically during the opening.
Yeah, and
you fainted like a woman.
No,
Is that a little too tight?
I don't know.
Is another faint coming on?
No,
Is it coming?
Really dizzy.
Why don't you turn around in circles? Just keep going in circles.
If I'll be turned.
Yeah.
It's a little dizzy right now. But it always did something to me.
Dave, keep squirting him with Febreeze.
It's like he's a
my
bug.
face.
Like he's a bug and it's raid.
I don't think it could be Febreeze. Is anything else bothering you?
The guilt over sleeping with a mental patient? Has that
happened.
finally gotten to you?
No,
When's the last time you had your period? You know what? I don't want you taking gym today. I don't want you in gym.
Well, I definitely don't want him in the pool.
No. Well, that goes without saying.
I'm never sick or.
Why
would you? Why you're out of your fucking head.
Well, I never take you know what I mean, but I never take off for being sick.
If you do, you're fired. That's it. We'll know that we don't need you. Things will go better.
On a daily basis, we hear how your toenails hurt. He said his hair hurts once, and he's been shaving his head since 1997.
I never said my hair.
There's always something to do your big gulps. One time you were choking on green beans in here.
Earl, maybe we ought to lower you out the window by your ankles. Just hang you out the window until you feel better. Would that help you at all?
No,
Do you remember? Were you dreaming anything while you were out?
no.
At one point when he was still down, laid across the hallway, his little bald head looked up and then went right back down.
I was just like, I don't know. I was like, I'm fighting it. I don't know what was going on.
You weren't fighting it.
No, I was just kind of like,
Were you listening?
I was like, why am I?
Let me tell you, Miss Douglas, you weren't fighting it. You went with it.
Like I don't know, something was just like, get up, just get up. And then like the body was like,
So you ignored it.
So stay down. The body's like, stay down, stay down.
It's too hot in this church. That's what it is. They're passing out all over. So you going to be all right today, or what do we do with it?
Buster Douglas in a sugar coma he was fighting.
I'm ready to go.
He actually woke up saying,
I'm going to pause it again right here. Thanks again to everyone for joining. Apparently, I'm freezing quite a bit, and that's a bummer. But we're working on it. I'm trying to move some money around to try to make the studio a little bit better. This would be a good time to just chill for a moment and say that if you want to donate towards the future of this show, and I plan on doing this show almost every day, you know, I really like doing this. You guys, you know, I'm kind of brand new to this whole scene. I've gone through a lot. I've been through quite a bit and trying to figure out how to get better. And it turns out all I had to do was put a camera in front of my face and talk into a microphone. So I really appreciate anybody showing up at all. It means a lot. It means a super lot. This is really, I just love doing this. I've loved radio since I was a little kid. Like I was obsessed about, I was obsessed over like radio stingers where they have like those singers would be like WABC, like that shit. I might be an undiagnosed autist. I don't know. But the evidence is kind of there. So, yeah, Cat Diggler is one word on Venmo. You'll know it's me because you'll see a picture of the Cat Diggler logo. I'm not going to plan on making millions from doing this. I don't want to make millions from doing this. I love my job, but I also love this. And any kind of support, it doesn't have to be money wise. In fact, I'd prefer spreading the word, getting more subscribers, getting more view time, getting all that shit up. It would be really, really cool. And we have Kimberly in chat. What's up, Kimberly? How you doing? Ken was trying to screw with me earlier, but it's okay. I like you, Ken. You can't screw with me. I'm unscrew-withable, and that is not a challenge. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, all over. I don't.
So no, I'm ready to do the show. Let's go. You
What happened?
every couple seconds.
He deserves it.
You just right into my face.
He's lying.
Dave just scored Febreeze at him. I mean, check that. It's made out of ether. I don't even know if that's what we want.
And ground up roofies.
I got the Clorox, too. Should we give him the Clorox treatment?
You want to do Clorox, Earl? Would that help you?
Get some Clorox shots.
I'm not taking any Clorox shots.
Are you all right now?
Yeah. I'm a little lightheaded, but I'm all right.
And laying right in the door.
For the world to see.
Like a fucking sterno bum.
It's not like I picked up. Let me pick a spot to faint right in the middle of the doorway. I didn't plan on it.
You were on your belly with basically your ass hanging out for all the radio show to see.
Here's an idea. It's 90 degrees out. Take off the fucking coat for once.
True.
Why is he dressed like it?
90 degrees out.
Jesus.
He looked like his dad, sprawled out on the front porch right in front of the refrigerator.
I thought he was on the floor doing push-ups. I didn't know what was going on. I was ready to count.
Yeah, he went out.
Well, he fought it every step of the way.
Just the tiniest little.
Yeah, like a feather hit the ground.
One minute I'm walking out,
How
the
much
next
don't
minute
you
I'm like,
weigh?
the one minute
He's lost a ton of weight.
So 1 minute I'm walking out, the next minute, I just hear, "Oh, are you diabetic? Are you this? Are you that?"
Yeah, but we had to talk last night. You said since you've been fucking up at your job, you haven't been sleeping lately.
Well,
you
I have
haven't been
trouble eating.
Yeah.
That.
Can you hold food down, or are you like a woman with that too? You making yourself puke?
Look, I fucking love Ronnie, and he's my favorite. He's my favorite host, and I was thinking about this earlier. When I was getting ready. One of my favorite parts about the Ron. Okay, Stern, right? Howard Stern was a great show. I didn't get into it until later, um, but very professional, very polished, very funny, a very very good like media presentation. But why I like Opie and Anthony and Ron and Fez more is because they actually feel like they're well, maybe while they're in the mix, they feel like they're friends. Uh, they feel like they're all in it together. They feel more or less like equals, right? And that's where like that kind of uh, loving ball busting came from, and that's why it was so good. Was because there was a connection there. They weren't employees of the show, right? They were there to do. They were there to hang out. They were there to have fun. Radio should be fun first, right? As funny and fun as the Howard Stern show could be, you know, behind the scenes, I get the impression that it's not all that good. And I know that office environments are not supposed to be a fun place, but I think you know what I'm saying. The whole vibe of the Ron and Fez show, especially, is that it feels jazzy, it feels light, it feels hip. You want to be there. Um, it feels like the cool. You know, you have Ron, who is like the coolest dad on the block, or like your uncle that teaches you dirty jokes when you're a kid. And he's just so quick, and he's so in the moment with everybody that's in that studio, even the people that he doesn't like or necessarily think he can get anything out of. His background as a a Philly carny. He comes from carny stock, and I my first wife was also carny stock, and you can hear it. That's where the whole thing comes from. He looks at a person, and he's really good at seeing what entertainment or what kind of thing he can get out of them. And that's why Ron was excellent on the radio, because anybody that went in that studio, he just looked. He did what John Melendez says he could do. Ron could actually do that. Size you up and down and just peg you. Like, and I don't mean peg like that. Metaphorical peg. Okay. I'm rambling. Let's get back to it.
Are you bulimic?
No, I'm not puke. I mean, it's just I've been having trouble. Like last night was like the best night of sleep I've had in a while, and that was what
Other
6
than
hours?
other than during the show?
That
I believe I said at the beginning of the show, just to address my friend Ken here, I'm going to read your chats, but I'm afraid that my goddamn computer is going to freeze again. So I'm trying to make everybody happy and put an actual show on. Okay? So it's a delicate balance here. I did know this. And what I said at the beginning of the show was this is all kind of, I don't want to know who they are as people. Um, we want to know who they are as people on the show. Their personal life is not the show. I don't care. I separate the art from the artist all the time. I still celebrate most of Michael Jackson's catalog. I shit. I'll die on that hill. All right. Uh, let's see here. Well, I mean, yeah, I would feel indebted to Gail in that situation if that had happened. He made a huge mistake. That was a really big thing. Um, and I'm not co-signing it whatsoever, but I feel like after that happened, he took a look at everything and decided that being a goddamn alcoholic junkie wasn't the best way to go through life anymore. So he did turn it around. It did take a horrible event, right? I agree with you. I'm not saying he was a good dad in real life. I'm saying he was the cool dad on the radio, and that's in quotes.
that 3 good hours a day that you get.
Fucking sleeping with his eyes open. And also,
Oh no,
No, I'm not.
All
I don't
right.
even-
Richie, you should see him in a bikini. It's just awful.
It's terrible.
Just all
Just see his
collarbone.
breastplate just jutting out.
God help anybody who actually like dies in this place.
That was the thing. While you were out, we were all cracking the fuck up.
Yeah, I could be like sitting there convulsing, puke coming out of my
It was
mouth.
the least lack of concern
No.
I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Because you just, you know what it was? It was like in Platoon where the fat kid passes out from getting bit by an ant.
And 75% of people play was faking it, too.
No, I knew he wasn't faking because I went all through his wallet and he didn't even turn around.
I was looking at your jacket.
But
That would have fit me.
But just like God help anybody who actually gets really sick in this place. It'll just be like a big running gag.
That helping at all? The Febreeze?
Whoa.
There you go. Come on, Earl. Pass out again. You got it, buddy.
Oh, I
Earl,
think he's
think
gonna
about
go.
what Earl. Look, I can't. Earl, is everything okay? Because it's starting to move. It seems like Earl, this is me. Earl, where are you going? Help me. Help me. He's staggering. Come on, buddy. Turn that back and forth.
You get nauseous?
Yeah.
I would trade the nausea. I would trade the nausea.
This is 2 days. This is like 2 days in a row at least of some minor puke stuff. I promise it's not going to be all puking. There was a lot of puking yesterday because of the whole power hour, and then more puking a few days before that because of the first power hour. It's not going to be all puking. I promise. This show is not all gross humor. I just really, really like the gross humor, so we're getting it out of the way first, okay? Sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
In place of the lightheadedness.
You know what? You need some Febreeze.
On your
There you
food.
go. Maybe that will help.
Then you'll be able to eat.
All right, that's in his eye. That's no good.
Just had to do it right, though.
Is this why you won't wash your clothes?
To wash my clothes.
In the East River, that's not right. Beating it against the rock down there.
That jacket's finally getting dry cleaned. It took a fainting spell.
Are you okay now, buddy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm okay.
This is the other funny thing. Dave yells, "Don't move him." Like maybe his neck was broken.
E-Rock was giving him a fucking weird massage. I know that can't be good
Well,
if you're giving it.
he was working the balls a little bit. You can't blame him for that. He's got to get some air on his balls when he passes out.
Someone was willing to touch the black guy. I give him all the credit in the world.
You all right now, Earl?
Yeah.
You know what you need?
Oh, yeah, I guess this is an important thing to bring up now. For anybody who might be new to this world that's watching this show now or watching this show later on, the unfortunate thing is, and I'm not going to bring down the vibe too much, Ron, well, first of all, Fez is just dead. Fez is deader than fucking Dillinger. He died a couple years ago. It was very sad problems. He had multiple heart attacks, multiple heart procedures. Never took care of himself. I think ultimately fucked up as that sounds. So sorry. But Ron is sick. Ron has colon cancer. That's what my first wife passed from. That shit is not fun to deal with. I either it's a really bad time. But yeah, so he's sick. Go over to Twitter, find whatever his account is. I'm not sure. I just joined Twitter the other day. Or X, I guess it's called. I've been avoiding it for well over a decade now. But yeah, cancer can fuck. Not a good time. Not a bird stance to say that. I know, but that's a lot of the reason why I'm going through this. It's a show that not many people know. I want to get more exposure of it out there, and what better time than now? You know.
What you need, Earl, is a hot pepper.
That would work.
That would just ruin.
That would clean out your sinuses, everything.
If you under how long you started the show? 3 weeks over under.
Definitely over.
You'll see Rock.
I'll definitely see October.
I'm going to bury him next to Muni. If anything happens, I'm going to bury you next to Muni. Are you ready to go over now?
Yeah.
Because, Danny's been working for 16 hours, and it's he thought he was going to hit the time card and be able to go home.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Double time, run in there. It's too much for Febreeze. All right, that one in the Master Poe's face. Go ahead, slap him, Mr. Poe. Are you ready? Go in there.
Last time you tried to leave this room.
Thanks, man.
Seriously, he's afraid of doors. No, he can't be in a doorway.
All right, this is exactly how it happened. You opened the door, and then you fluttered down to the floor with your lack of weight.
He was like the bag in American Beauty. He was actually blowing around for a while before he landed. What a fucking mess this show is.
And then everyone just stared.
He literally had a spell, Fez.
Yeah. Like he had to go birthing some babies.
Wow. Here's, let me go to Dan. Dan, you're on Run Fez.
What's going on, boys?
Hey, buddy.
Justin definitely know what it is. Earl, he was thinking about the cruise ship. He was in a pool, and he just closed those. Reaction to yesterday or something, but
yeah,
gotta be what it is.
I like any kind of callback from the other stupidity. There should be some kind of award given to us, Fezzy, for having the worst staff in radio and able to get on the air every day.
Sure, some sort of staff award.
It's just a task. Atlas could not pull off the task that we do here.
We should get a golden staff.
It's just unbelievable that Febreeze and a faint smell of Febreeze could make anyone pass out.
Yeah, let's go ahead and face some facts. There was not a Febreeze smell in this room. If it was all perfumey in here, yeah, I would be the first to be complaining about it.
Yeah, you have a problem with that.
Yeah, smells are the last of my senses that still works 100%.
Hey, Churtle, you're on Ron and Fez.
You smell that, buddies? That's Febreeze. That flowery potpourri smell. Nothing else in the world smells like that. I love the smell of Febreeze in the morning. It smells like victory.
Nice call. God, I feel like they're catching on. I'm honestly feeling like they're catching on. Earl, how you doing, buddy? You're back in your station.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Is your room really hot in the booth?
No, not at all.
You want us to put the heat on?
Once this room isn't hot.
Get him his shawl.
God, it's just so wacky. Just so nuts. There's a black man laying in your doorway, passed out. So stupid. Mark, you're on Fez.
Yeah, I got a quick question for you guys.
Yeah.
In terms of energy level, was there any difference between unconscious Earl and conscious Earl? I'm just curious.
For anyone who might have missed the beginning of the show, moments before it started, Earl Douglas, our producer, fainted in the doorway of the studio.
It was actually during the opening, during the movie clips there. And Earl came in and said, and he does this every day, have a good show, buddy. Because he thinks he's pumping us up.
Right.
And he just sucks the energy out of the room anyway.
He likes to bump knuckles when he comes in here.
He's bumping knucks.
And next thing you know, he's bumping his head on the carpet.
And he faints walking through the doorway. And you look over, you weren't even saying anything. And I go, what? And he goes, Earl.
All right, yeah, no, this is a good, I guess this is a good jumping off point to kind of talk about the empathy that I have for the guy overall. It's really easy to make fun of people like him. It's really easy to get on his case. But so much of his problem was just based in absolute fucking anxiety and just basic total anxiety. I don't know what happened to him when he was a kid. I don't know how he was raised. But he clearly was wired for panic. And he was wired for just to expect failure no matter how much success that he actually had. So I feel a little bad for him when I listen to these clips, but only because I... what the hell, Ken? I gotta stop reading Ken's chats. I probably should be on Ritalin instead of a Harpoon IPA. It's okay. where was I? Yeah, no, it's easy to feel bad for Earl. It's easy to have empathy for Earl because I feel like we've all been there before. We know what it's like to be panicky, I guess. I don't know. But you'd think after 20 years in the radio business, he would act like he had been there before. So, okay. Discord is not working. Okay, so I thought that maybe my account got banned for some reason. Ken, Discord is fucked. Because I just tried to post a link for my show in a couple different... I tried to post it in the Shuli Network, and I tried to post it in the Beef Tip Show. It did not work. So Discord's down. That's what's happening right now. It's not that I'm giving Earl excuses. It's that No, see, it's not that. I like to understand people. I like to kind of... Without justifying their actions, I really kind of like to get under the skin and figure out what makes them do the crazy fucking things they do. Yeah, he screwed up the Grammys. We did that yesterday. There's a bunch of more Earl audio we're going to get through. Probably a lot of that shit is incorporated into this 5 hours of programming here. So we might even hear kind of unrelated Febreeze Earl material in this. But yeah. So we just got to the point where they revealed that Earl fainted in the doorway when he got to work because somebody sprayed Febreeze in there, obviously because the O&A boys had made the studio smell like dog shit, is the only thing I could think of.
Because I heard this little... And he's just out, not even moving at all.
I didn't feel any need to jump up or anything, and I just thought, what's Earl doing now? Little did I know he had fainted.
Rick, you're on Run of Fez.
Yeah, I think that Earl, he's pulling a fast one on you. I used to do that shit in gym class so I could go home early.
Earl, anytime you want to go home early, just tell us that you're leaving. Well, why don't you do this, Earl? Leave and see how long it takes for us to know.
No, I have every intention.
Just put a Yankees hat on a broom and see how long we go. Wait a minute. That's not Earl.
I'll look and say, is that broom again gain weight?
What were you going to say?
I messed that up big time.
We all know the broom would do a better job than Earl. So I don't know why they got to insult the fucking broom like that.
Oh. As the room spins.
Here's Adam. You're on Run of Fez.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to say, Earl didn't pass out because of any Febreeze. The only reason he smelled Febreeze is because he's face first in the fucking carpet.
Yeah, that is a good point of that, Earl. That maybe you smelled it in the carpet, because I don't think it was in the room at all.
That was the last thing I remember. I was just walking out, and I smelled this.
Hello. Hi. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Oh boy. Okay, good. Yeah, so I'm still live. We just crashed a little bit. WATP is on. Alright, well I didn't know I was competing against that show. That's fine. This show is made to be watched later. We're all going to hang out. Thank you. I really, really appreciate you for sticking around. If you have, you seem like you've been listening to radio for a long time. If you have any cool, I don't know, radio facts, radio stories you want to leave in the comments, feel free. I would really appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and fix everything because it just decided to crash out on me. Bear with me for one quick moment here. And we're going to just go back a little bit. And here we go.
Smell that odor of Febreeze, and then the next thing I know, Poe's picking me up, or trying to. I don't know, I'm still a little lightheaded.
Did a good-looking guy walk by? Is that what made you swoon?
He was thinking about the Beatles.
And being with Mooney at the airport.
Mooney. Mooney's at the airport are a whole different thing. Hey, Jay, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, yeah, guys, I could feel for Earl. The other day I was falling down the steps and I screamed Glade the whole time down.
Arm and Hammer!
You know, Earl, you screamed, you fainted before I even got a chance to scream at you today. I didn't get my normal pre-show workout.
I don't know what I would have been able to tell your parents, Earl, if something had happened to you and they said, did he have any last words? And we have to explain, yes, Febreeze.
Febreeze. What actually would he meant by Febreeze?
It's a code. Oh, it did?
Randy, you're on Running Fez.
Big ass 307, butt ass.
Hey, buddy.
I guess now would be a good time to do my daily obligatory "it was a different time" disclaimer. You know, I don't co-sign for any of the weird, funny, sensitive kind of shit on here that might make people upset. You know, back in the day, we used to laugh at things more because there were more things to laugh about. Things seem bleak now. That's why people are so angry, but don't get mad at this. It's just comedy. Earl's in on the joke only because Earl's there and Earl's friends with them. So as far as I'm concerned, they can all say whatever the hell they want about each other.
The last time that a Sleeping Beauty over there passed out was when you had that awful porn video on, and you made him watch it. You had him do it, and he fell down like a sack of brick.
Oh, yeah. Remember that, Earl? There was some kind of ass-out video that we had going.
Yeah, the ass fella. I think Danny had given us that video to look at.
Some sick, twisted video. No, Danny was sitting there jacking to it. Some listeners said it. Danny thought it was the best thing of all time, and Earl fell down.
Yeah, I was like I completely lost all sense of consciousness. It was so disgusting.
How you doing now, buddy?
I'm better.
I can't even see you through this window anymore. Ever since we got the mirrors, Fez, all I can catch is his teeth sometimes.
We can only take his word for it that he's still up and not fainted again.
Yeah, but I feel all right.
All right, well, we'll get the show started now then, Earl, if you don't mind. We'll hold that other thing till tomorrow. You can't fucking follow this, Fez.
Right, yeah.
You can't follow this at all. He's too much of a character.
Paris Hilton arrested on DUI charges after being pulled over for driving erratically. Her excuse? Febreeze, as her lawyer said.
When isn't that girl drunk?
I know. I'm surprised she hasn't been pulled over long before now. She's always running into something anyway. She's constantly... Her spokesperson said she had one margarita and hadn't eaten all day because she was shooting a video for her new album. I think one thing with her is...
Next time you guys get pulled over by a cop while you're driving drunk, all you got to do is let them know that you had just one margarita during the filming of your music video, and they should let you go. So don't worry about that.
Now I'm ready to faint. I forgot what I was going to say. So, Paris...
You know what? Come in and pin a medal on me. You should literally walk in here and pin a medal on me. Get a hold of the president.
I have no idea what I was going to say.
Is it the Febreeze?
No, I'm not going to blame it on the Febreeze.
David, you're on Run Fez.
Oh, hey. I was wanting to ask Earl if he knew where he was at when he woke up.
Yeah, Earl, did you know where you were?
I just lost like this real sense of time. The first voice I heard was Poe, and I'm like just trying to figure out like why am I on the floor?
You were actually said you had a dream, and you said that I was there and Fez was there, and it was a wonderful place. But sometimes horrible things happened.
Did you recognize Master Poe's shoes when you started to come to?
Darren, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, boys.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to ask Earl a couple of questions medically.
Yeah.
When he went down, did you see a bright white light? And are you thinking about answering the U.S. Air Force in code back there in the control room? And maybe you might know the formula for good radio?
Little John Travolta joke he's doing to you. Little John Travolta thing you're picking up, Earl. How you doing, Fez? Are you back now?
I'm back.
We got you on the show?
I am here.
Good. Hey, Jeff, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
I think you guys need to get one of those Febreze plugins that put the constant smell of Febreze in the air all the time, and then he'll just be in a constant state of unconsciousness.
You know, I think that Febreze ought to change their name to Negroes go away. And everyone's grandmother should just be carrying a little Febreze to squirt if a black man tries to grab her on the subway.
Earl, we're just going to have to get you used to...
All right, maybe not every black man, maybe just Earl. Yeah, probably just Earl. Have you heard of, forget race, let's just forget race for one moment. Have you ever met a human being that would pass out from getting Febreze sprayed on them? Or just in their general vicinity? That's weird, right? Earl is such a weird guy.
To Febreze, I guess.
If you're tired of Negroes hanging around your house, you need Febreze.
That's like when they find out like a cholesterol medicine does something else for you. When they find out it has an added effect.
Irving, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, with Fezzy forgetting these lines and Earl falling on his face,
yeah,
would this be the perfect opportunity for a sheepy to come in and save the show?
Fez doesn't have lines. It's just that certain times during a conversation, you have like a slight panic.
Yeah, and I just go totally blank.
Yeah.
And I mean, I feel like I go cross-eyed. It's the way it feels inside my head. And I mean, it's weird because not only will I go blank, I won't even remember what the topic was. That's how, I guess, the little panic attack goes off.
And you still feel okay with the fact that we're splitting the money. You still don't feel like there should be a little extra. A little extra for me.
I should start sending you a check every week. That is true.
Thank you. No, I don't want a check, Fez. You know what I want?
What?
I want a medal pinned on me for fucking being the colonel of F Troop. I can't believe it, but right now, Dave is leading the pack with the Spirit Award. Because all he really did was enjoy himself. This is the fucking evil thing of this place, is that everybody was giggling. Everyone couldn't be fucking happier that Earl fainted like that.
Yeah, no one ran to help him. He laid there for a good 30 seconds.
All right, I'm just going to pause it here real quick. Kimberly says, go blank? Is that a question? Is that a statement? Have I gone blank? Man, I need to get a new modem. We've been saying for months in the house we need to get a new modem. I think this is the excuse to do so. Jerry, this is an interesting story. Back in the day, 15 years ago, I requested Paris Hilton save Lohan's life from deep depression, drugging / nosedive, and Hilton got her a TV movie part to play Liz Taylor. And it worked. She straightened up. Yeah, I guess, Lohan's having some kind of career renaissance, or at least she's not, just as fucked up as she was back in, I think this was like, 2007, 2008? It's kind of cool. It's cool to see somebody have a villain to hero arc, or just like just to have a full-on character arc throughout their lives. Who doesn't love to see that? We would all love to see stuttering John Melendez come to that conclusion and get fixed. That's never going to happen. But I think that's most of the reason why we keep coming back to him. And why he keeps coming back to us.
Seconds in the doorway before anyone even got out of their chair. Then it was nonstop laughter. And of course, as he's trying to recover, Dave just dousing him in Febreze now.
Eli, you're on Run of Fez.
$5.99 checking in, buddies.
Hey, buddy.
Hooah!
Good to hear from you, $5.99.
Hooah!
I think you gotta.
Hooah!
I think you gotta change Earl's name to Blackout Earl.
Blackout Earl might be your angle.
That's it.
Thank you very much, buddy.
How you feel about that one, Blackout?
Black Earl took me a while to get used to. I don't know about Blackout. It was embarrassing for me. I don't want to recall my embarrassment.
Your eyes are just as big as saucers right now.
And again, I'm going to stop here and just remind everybody, if you're new to the show, you're watching now, you're watching in the future, I'm going to say the same things over and over again. So that way you get used to them. Black Earl was not Black Earl because he was an African-American gentleman. They called him Black Earl because from head to toe, he would wear nothing but just straight chromatic black. Black hat, black shirt, black pants, black shoes, every goddamn day. And if you want to talk undiagnosed autism, and I say that not making a joke, I legit think Earl would have done better had his parents done better by him earlier on in life.
so that way he wouldn't end up getting Febreze sprayed on him and having brain clouds and passing out in doorways and, you know, fucking up the Grammys audio, all of that good stuff. But at least we got good radio out of it, you know?
I mean, it's like I'm here, but I'm not here. It's just a weird feeling.
Like in between life and death. Somewhere in between. Here's Bill. Bill, you're on Run It Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
Hey, I was wondering if Earl had a big meal before, because he might have a case of the itis. See ya.
Got a case of the itis. Doug, you're on Run It Fez.
Hey, I heard Earl's going to be starring in a new war movie called Black Rock's Down.
I really hope this doesn't hurt the chances of the Black Rock Coalition getting picked up.
And a homeboy is down. A homeboy is down. Earl, you must be the weakest African American in the country right now.
I certainly feel like it because bad stomach. Now my head's all screwed up. I don't know.
You're really fucked up even still, huh?
Yeah. I'm like functional. Barely.
I mean, here's the problem. If you get knocked out, if you're a boxer or even a football player, you will keep getting knocked out after that. Once that switch has been turned, it keeps happening over and over and over. So you're going to start fainting all the time now, Earl. And what I want you to do is develop a fear or phobic reaction to the thought of fainting. Every time that you're in a crowd, think to yourself, am I going to faint now? A crowded restaurant, a couple extra people get on the elevator, anything at all that you think, will this make me faint? And then just let yourself go.
It's so weird because nothing even remotely like this has happened to me before.
But now it's going to start happening all the time. You're not going to be able to shake this.
There's no way to kind of shut it out or close
No,
it out?
you just got to put it on a loop and remember it and think about it over and over and over.
And this is this is Ron at his best, and this is why there are so many different types of intelligence in the world. Okay? I've known plenty of people who were really, 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 really smart. I work with a bunch of engineers on a daily basis, and let me tell you something. Just because you have a degree, just because you have a master's, cool. You learned a bunch of shit, you wrote down a bunch of shit, but trying to talk to smart people sometimes can be very difficult because they're not very good at interpersonal communication. I get it. I'm not that great at it either. I'm kind of good at performing, but when it comes to kind of talking to people, it's a little, so I understand. So you can run around saying how smart you are and all that shit. But the smartest people that I've ever known have kind of always been hamstrung by their own brains. Ron, his intelligence is based in survival, right? He was kind of a street kid. He was kind of a street tough. He was running around, breaking shit, doing drugs, stealing shit, being like kind of the classic fight to survive type person. And because of that, he had to develop a kind of acuity in his brain that made him very quick and made him on the spot and made him very in the moment. So yeah, is he the best speaker on radio? No. No, in fact, a lot of times he's really, really shitty on the mic. He touches the mic fucking constantly to move it around. He is smoking on the mic. He's eating on the mic. He's drinking on the mic. He's fucking up words all the time. But we're forgiving all of this because he's so good with everything else on the radio. He's so good at getting into Earl's mind right now and saying, yeah, buddy, this happened one time. Now it's never going to stop happening. And Earl, I'm guessing, is a little bit confused as to whether or not Ron is just doing this for the radio. Is this real life? Is this a bit? Is this really going to happen in real life? I don't know. So Ron is cultivating Earl. Ron is harvesting Earl for content in such a beautiful way.
Particularly like when you're at a place where you definitely don't want to faint, where you're talking to a young lady, you're on the phone with a boss, anything that could bring on a little bit of tension for you, remember that fate, trigger it, and then let yourself go.
the part that was, I felt very calm. You know what I mean? There was no tension in my body at all. I just felt really.
No, that's what happens when you give up living. Basically, you stopped being a human being and started being a sack of potatoes.
Certainly fell down like one.
Here's Ben. Ben, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I got another theory about Earl passing out. My theory is that whether conscious or not, it's an inspirational, motivational tactic. The fact that he got up and he's working is a true inspiration to us worthless nobodies out here.
Yeah, let's do this one for Earl.
We gotta do it. Just for the man who fainted from the smell of air freshener.
I can only see a hand. Is someone trying to talk to me over there? I can't see through the window anymore. Oh, is that Bill?
Yeah, that's Bill.
Yeah, I can't tell, Bill.
I don't think Earl fainted. I think he just decided to take a nap.
Thank you. That was worth it.
Yeah, I wish we hadn't been able to see even the hand over there.
No, we're good. I like not seeing them. I really do, Mars. To me, it's nice. I want this place, I want it all to be two-way mirrors. So every window, I just see me and Fez and feel like we're in a lockdown. Tunes, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, two things. It sounds like Febreeze is the new black garlic, and it's too bad that poor Earl's near-death experience finally brought some life to the show.
It really did feel like that. It feels like this is a whole new start.
I don't think me passing out on a daily basis will jumpstart.
Well, Earl, in what places would you hate to faint, though? Would it be somewhat embarrassing?
Probably like at a stadium or something. Or
Yeah,
arena.
start and think about that when you're in any kind of crowd situation, church, if you're out to dinner, too far away from the door. Always think to yourself, how far away is the door if I really need to get out of here, and let it feel far.
All right. The worst place to faint for me personally, and in the chat, let me know your guys' worst place to faint if you're watching this, would definitely just be doing anything in the bathroom. Sitting on the toilet, standing in front of the toilet, standing in the tub, laying in the tub, especially if you're on your own. Man, if you faint, if you're out of nowhere, you just faint and you hit your head, you're fucked. If you faint in public, you at least have the chance of somebody catching you. You at least have the chance of somebody coming by and finding you. If you're some, just alone fucking guy, and you're in the bathroom, you go in there, you take a pee, and you just faint, hit your head, you're done for. They're not going to find you for a while. So if we want to get real scientific with it, we want to maybe even get not humorous at all about it. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that would be the worst place to faint, would be the bathroom. I think Earl fainting in the studio, from a medical standpoint, was the safest place and the best place he could have fainted in.
Farther and farther away.
A crowded club should do that to you.
Crowded club, a meeting. Try to keep the door open at all times, even in a plane.
Any sort of mall or grocery store, that would be really bad.
Yeah.
Because there you're just on display for everybody.
Sure. It would be so humiliating. So humiliating. Joe, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
None of your fucking business, Joe. I'm going to tell you right now. It's none of your business.
Hey, I got two things for you. Ron, I think you do need to be commended working with two buffoons, or three, including Dave there.
Wow. I thought you were giving Fez a shot at the end.
I thought I was going to be the including.
It's like working in a sick tank is what it is. It's the dream team. I'm going to take them out of Yankee Stadium, and then I'll get knocked out, and then they'll be wandering around by themselves.
We'll have to save the day somehow.
I don't want anything other than a medal. Really, all I want is for the president to pin a medal on my chest. Owen, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
I heard Earl woke up and said, I agree with Ronnie. Yeah.
That's Earl's dream. Ron and I were on the same side during every discussion. It was wonderful.
He first answered the faint by saying no. I didn't faint.
Hey, Andrew. Andrew, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Go ahead, Andrew.
Hey, I was just calling to say, Ron, I think that he
faked all of this just to make you feel sorry for him so he'll get off his back. It's been a little hard on him lately.
I know, I have been rough on him lately, and last night, Earl handed in his resignation to me. Just didn't feel like he was didn't feel like he was doing a good job. I accept it, and then Earl changed the topic.
So is it still going through?
No, I mean my feeling on it at the time was no, I just felt
You almost faint again?
No, it's just like it's like everything's almost in.
All right. Perfect time to jump in and see if anybody here has noticed that almost every statement that Earl makes begins with the word no. He's almost incapable of answering a question without going, no. Even if the answer to that question is yes. So listen for that, because in every other Earl clip that we're going to listen to going forward through this one and in the future, he says no so much it's fucking psychotic. And once you've noticed it, you're never going to stop noticing it.
Slow motion, or
do you remember resigning last night and me accepting, and then you acted like we weren't having the conversation?
No, I remember that conversation. I said,
yes.
I said if
yes, Earl. I said it's the best thing for you. You are right. You can't do this.
Earl, you weren't expecting to get the yes?
He wanted me to go, no, man, you've got to fight through it. This is something you can do. You've worked your whole life for this. And I said, absolutely.
And there we go. There we go. That's classic narcissistic behavior. That need for validation, for just empty validation. And Earl, Earl, I'm sure did work around there, but you never heard about it. So that means one of two things. He didn't really do enough work that was good to justify all of the shit that was going on, but the shit made him good on air, so they kept him around. Or he was doing a good enough job with all of the real technical kind of behind the scenes stuff that, you know, his screw-ups, while big, were not egregious enough for him to kind of deserve all this hate or whatever. I don't know. Do you get what I'm saying? I am rambling again. It's been a long day. You know, I wake up at like 3:30 every day. It's crazy. I should take a nap at some point. Let's get back to it. This is far more interesting than what time I wake up.
No, I remember the feeling at the time. I was just like, hey, that's the way I felt at the time.
Right, and I felt the same way when I said, yes, you can resign, and we will still be friends.
And he instantly goes into the Marlins no-hitter.
Yeah, immediately. He's just bringing them, remember, we've got some guests coming. I've done a hell of a rockumentary. Hey, BCH. How you doing, buddy?
I'm pretty good. Isn't it black guys who have the giant bottles of air freshener in their cars?
Yeah, don't you have that big crown on the front of hanging down, Earl?
That's a good point.
No, I don't.
You should be forced to wear one of those crowns the rest of the show.
Earl, have you ever gotten a hold of John Mayer?
No response.
Now, Fez, John Mayer claimed that when he got caught up with, as part of the gossip machinery, he would break the story with us first. And then as he did that, he hinted around that he was with Jessica Simpson. We did not believe him or even think about it because that seemed like the long shot bet. Those two didn't seem like they would ever be together. And yet, it was foreshadowing.
Yeah, it was kind of like he was going to go ahead and drop the hint so we knew exactly what was coming. Like, it seemed like...
This is a good place to point out that John Mayer, for whatever reason, I guess knew of Ron and Fez, or maybe even was kind of a fan, or at least a fan enough to call in and expect them to be impressed by him, which was a huge mistake. He tried to, like, humble brag big time them in some way. I don't exactly know what the clip is. We'll find it someday. We'll come across it. It's a shorter thing. And they were not impressed with John Mayer. And it just kind of really, I hate to use the word cringy because it's overused now, but it is classically a very cringy situation. Reminds me of one time, actually, we went to, my friends and I went to a Metallica cover band show in New Hampshire. It was at some shitty little bar. I live in Massachusetts. Hi, I'm doxing myself. Whatever, I don't give a shit. We were there for a little while, hanging out, having fun. And all the while, after a little while, the bartender kind of stops everybody and says, hey, everybody, shut up for a second, shut up. We got a special guest over here. We got Sully Erna from Godsmack. And Sully Erna turns around and he's like 5'2". And he kind of just like waved to everybody and was kind of like, hey, what's going on? And everybody in the room just turned around and looked. And then went back to what we were doing. And I have never been part of a more embarrassing moment in my life. I felt bad for him. Because I would hope that the bartender did that unprovoked. If Sully asked him to do that, that's horrific. And I can't even consider it.
First, he was just going to use Jessica Simpson because that's a name that's in the tabloids
Right, like
constantly.
if someone said Paris Hilton or whatever, we would have just taken that. But I guess like a week ago, Us Magazine cover, him and Jessica Simpson together, People Magazine cover. So we thought, oh, well, here's where it is, because he's not talking to anybody.
Right.
John Mayer is keeping quiet about the whole deal, as anybody would. Whose fucking business is it? But he did bring it up and said, I'll break the story with you guys. Now he's underground.
Yeah, now getting a hold of him. The latest gossip I've seen on this, the stories I've seen, and they always attribute it to a friend or a source, says that the romance was started, but John Mayer ended it because Jessica Simpson and her chatty Cathy friends couldn't be quiet about it. Couldn't keep it to themselves.
Now, who said that?
That I saw on the IMDb website.
And you don't believe any of them, right? I don't know whether I believe any of this stuff.
No, when they go to source, a source close to John Mayer,
right?
If it's not me or you, I'm not believing it whatsoever. So,
yeah, it's got to get all the way down to where I say it before you believe it.
If we were the source,
hey, bud, how you doing? Thanks for showing up.
With this,
appreciate it.
I don't know. It just seems like now it's all wrapped up very conveniently. I would like to get the bottom line on this from John Mayer.
I think I wouldn't even bring it up to him. I would be far too embarrassed to ask anyone who they're dating and why. I've never even had the slightest interest in that. I can't imagine asking someone that I don't know that well.
I follow these things, and I think this was the quickest there's a tabloid romance, whether it's real or not.
Yeah.
I think this is the quickest one to come and go that I've ever seen.
I don't know if it's gone yet. Here's Marie. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hi. I might have a theory for Earl's passing out. I've had this problem. I'm not joking either. I had this problem back.
I'm going to pause and just point out that Kimberly just said one of my favorite words ever, which is dingbat. My grandfather used to call my grandmother that all the time. It was cute. It was funny. Don't worry about it. I know it sounds a little weird. But yeah, it was funny as shit. Boomers had this obsession with kind of like pretending to hate their spouses, and I think millennials have decided that we want to talk positively about our partners as much as possible. So, yeah. It makes relationships a lot easier if, you're not kind of having to guess whether or not you're insulting the person or, expressing love to them.
Back in January, and my heart was stopping. I have a pacemaker.
Earl, you want to pick up a pacemaker after the show today, or you want to go now?
I had all the tests, MRI, EEG, EKG. They put a Holter monitor on me, and I pushed the little button and called it in, and they sent an ambulance right to my house. I had no idea, and I had 19 episodes since January.
Yeah.
Earl, just to get that checked out if you have health insurance.
Yeah, he does. Only if you have health insurance, look into the fact whether you're dying or not. Earl,
all right, I have to pause again. So did mine. Are you Italian? Yeah, and I don't want to turn this into like the Cat Diggler Ask Me Anything show, but it's a Friday. It's relaxed vibes. We're here to hang out for a little while, and we're not going to finish this clip tonight. I'm not going to be here for the next 8 hours to do this. I have a nice lady coming home in a little while, and I'm going to hang out with her. It's going to be a good time. But to your point, am I Italian? Yeah, I'm actually Italian on my grandmother's side, but my grandfather's side, we're like super, super Finnish. That's why explains the handsome that you see right here. That's all Scandinavian blood, baby. And he tortured her, because here's the thing: is she used to put baby oil on to go tan. With her and my aunt would go tan with baby oil, and lay in the sun for like 6 fucking hours, to the point where her skin literally looked like leather. So another nickname that he had for her was Orville Leatherbacker, like Orville Redenbacher, the popcorn guy. I always thought that was funny. In retrospect, maybe he could have been nicer to her, but it's a fond memory, so I'll take it. Let's get back to the clip.
When's the last time you've been to the doctor?
Wow, 2002, my last checkup for the ulcers.
Well, the thing is, you've had incredible weight loss the last few months. You're still wearing the same pants, can't hold them up. Now you're fainting. And you're doing a couple things that are outside what I would say your normal personality. You had sex with a mental patient.
Yeah, I think it's time to to get everything a full examination, including my head.
Yeah. Yeah, everything's got to be looked at.
You should go to my cardiologist, see if you need one of those pacemakers.
What up, dude?
Here's Filthy Phil. Phil, you're on Run Fez show.
Hey, how's it going, Ron?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm thinking maybe Earl has a problem of African sleeping sickness.
I think that's enough. Here's Bill. Bill, you're on Run Fez.
Miss Unconscious Earl.
Me too. He'll be back.
Hey, one thing you guys missed. This is the best drive the Detroit Lions have had in 10 years.
Good one. I love a sports joke. I really do.
The subway is a death trap, and it's...
Going back to my point yesterday, the show did have a lot of pretty decent callers, but so many of them were really just hot dog shit. They didn't have to get put up. And Ron would have tolerated that for that long. If he didn't want them to get put up, he would have told Dave or whoever was back in the booth to not put those collars up. But those collars just get put up so often. And Ron doesn't even really do anything with them. And I can't, that's one thing about this show that I can't figure out, why they put up the really bad collars without any kind of mitigation. It's really weird.
It's also the worst. It's one of the worst experiences that you can do. I have become phobic of it since the homeless guy and since the heat and everything like that.
Right.
And I just don't really feel safe anymore, but I can't go over the bridge.
Are you Fez now?
No. I mean, I can't walk over a bridge. I can't take a taxi cab over a bridge every morning.
Oh.
It'll cost me $20.
You got to live in Manhattan. You got to move the money making.
I'm trying to do that.
I thought you can't pick up every fucking problem Fez has. I need one guy I can throw the ball to.
No, I'm totally cool with no problems, but the subway's a little bit scary.
Adam, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, boys, how you guys doing?
Yeah.
I don't understand. I'm sick of fucking douchebag Dave on the radio. When did he get the third mic?
Today he's third mic. I need him. I need him, God damn it. Give me somebody else and I'll take him.
Thank you.
And this was still when Fez was actively, excuse me, I've been having a few adult beverages. And I refuse to burp into a microphone because it's not 1994. And I just totally lost my train of thought. Holy shit. Where was I? I don't know. Let's get back to it and see if I can remember.
Mr. B, for that, sticking up for me like that.
I had to, Dave.
Thank you.
You're not doing a good job, but I got to bounce. I had Fez lock up today and Earl fainted.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, Fez, right? We hear him a lot during this clip, but he's still not stepping up as much as he used to, a few years prior to this point. Once we get into the WNEW clips, we're going to hear that Fez basically ran that fucking show. And it was such a different thing. There are times that maybe don't hold up as much. It's a little bit... It's like if Pee-wee's Playhouse were a shock jock show. That's the closest I would describe it as. I think that's the best way to describe it. But Fez ran that shit. Fez was doing bit after bit after bit. It was all recorded bits. Were all of them funny? Yeah, they were funny. Even the ones that weren't funny, right? Kimberly says, thank you for not burping at us. Yeah, I hate it. I hate people's fucking human sounds. So I'm not going to subject you to any of that shit ever at any point. Don't worry. Oof. Yeah, but anyways, Fez ran the show. Fez was like a star. So even though we're hearing him a lot in this clip, Ron is still having to do so much of the work, and Ron got into radio to not do any work. So this is kind of the beginning of where Ron is having to carry everything, and he's not the biggest fan of that, but he's doing everything he can. Do you think it was the heart attack or was he depressed? But you're right, he did change. There's a lot of reasons. It's very constellational with Fez. We're going to listen to so much of it, and there's so much lore here, but Fez had a couple unrequited loves throughout his life, and he didn't come out until, I think, 2012? I don't know. I don't know when he came out. I'll do some research on that. I'll get back to you. But the whole gimmick on the radio was, is this guy gay? Is he not gay? What's going on here? I mean, clearly, we all know what was going on. But I think a lot of Fez's inability to rationalize who he really was as a person and the character, like all that shit that we did hear on the radio, or if you haven't heard it on the radio, we'll get to it at some point. He really was fighting with himself on the radio. Like, yes, it was wrestling, yes, it was entertainment, but he brought so much of his own kind of garbage and baggage to the show. And after a while, it was really, really hard to listen to. We will get into some clips from 2012, 2013, where it is just straight up anti-radio at that point. And it's Kaufman-esque in its dead air. There are points where I have to check my phone to see if I've paused it or not, because that's how long there's silence in between people talking. Ron is exhausted at this point. Fez doesn't want to be there, but he also doesn't want to leave because he's afraid if he leaves that he'll lose Ron. Their relationship was something special, but it's also important to remember what a codependent fucking nightmare it was for both of them.
All right, I'm here. Let's do bouncy time.
Bouncy time. You're so fucking uncomfortable. It is the Ron and Fez show. I'm Ron. There's Fezzy.
Hiya, buddy.
How you feeling today, pal?
I'm doing all right.
Good. Febreeze, how are you doing today?
I feel like $1 million.
You stayed on your pins?
Yes, I feel really good today.
At the start of the show yesterday, Febreeze, that's what they call him, fell down, passed out, laid there unconscious for a full 2 minutes as the show started. Today, you feel okay?
I feel really good today.
You threw a little scare into us yesterday. I look over, I see a black man laying in the doorway. It's not an easy feeling. I felt like drive-by. It felt like I was back in Compton where I grew up.
Yeah, I was face down on the pavement. Everyone's just like, Earl is so big. He looks so big lying there on the floor. No one of the fuckers ever picked me up or tried to help me. But
well, at one point, E-Rock tried to pick you up, and Eastside Dave was screaming, don't move him, he'll go paralyzed. So at some point, he figured you had a neck injury.
He thought Earl had dove into a swimming pool and had somehow cracked his neck in the doorway.
The only thing I remember was
the doorway of the swimming pool?
What's that?
The doorway of the swimming pool?
Yeah.
The only thing I remember was like Poe was like, "Are you diabetic? Are you this? Are you that?" And then that's when.
But who comes to conscious and the first words they say, Febreeze. Febreeze.
I can guarantee you no one in the history of the world has come to from passing out and yelled Febreeze.
And how Febreeze can make people pass out when it's sprayed in living rooms and bathrooms all around the country. Doesn't even make sense.
And I don't think there was even any sprayed in here that morning.
Here's, wait, is this Radio Shark again? I gotta look out for you. Sean, you're on Fez.
Hey, I was wondering.
All right, let's take a brief moment for Radio context. Now, Radio Shark was a caller, obviously, who would call into the Ron and Fez show and basically just kind of troll them with random sounds that he had recorded, or just kind of random non sequitur nonsense that I guess was funny because it wasn't funny, but it really was never that funny. But he made a name for himself in New York radio. He called into the Ron and Fez show. He called into, I think, all the sports radio that was going on at the time. But that's who Radio Shark is. And occasionally Ron would let him through, but most of the time he didn't have time for his nonsense.
If we can get Dave to quit instead of getting that tattoo.
I'm willing to put that out there.
No.
Here's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You and Febreeze both quit together today. $5,000.
$5 apiece or
yeah,
$2,500?
I'll throw $5 apiece. All you got to do, walk out that door and never be seen by me, Fez, or any of the listeners again.
We can't hang out even?
No.
Oh.
Wow. Deal or no deal?
I'm not going to take the deal. I love the show, and I'm going to stay here.
If you really love the show, leave. Preserve it.
That doesn't seem fair.
Febreeze, you quit the other night. What's the story with you now?
I'm not going to accept that offer for $5,000 and never see you guys again. I love you guys.
What happened the other night when you quit? And I accept it.
Earl has quit the show so many times at this point that it's unbelievable. And yet somehow he will always find a way to get back in there. I think even now, and again, I've never once listened to the Bennington show. I won't talk shit about it. I won't sit here and say Gail sucks. I've never listened to the show because I know the show's not for me. I know the show is it's Ron just playing out the rest of his fucking life. And I totally get it. I respect it. I don't want to hate Gail Bennington. I don't want to hate Ron. But anyways, I'm digressing. Sorry for saying digressing. Earl's back there now, even. He's left and come back so many times. He sounds a little bit like stuttering John Melendez, in my opinion.
That was just me in the real throes of a major breakdown.
What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to say no, don't quit? Is that what you're looking for?
No,
Please,
you say whatever was in your heart.
I did say what was in my heart. Yes, I understand. Move on. And then you started telling me about guests you had lined up and acted like you didn't hear me.
I was completely scrambled eggs at that point. I really was.
How is that different from every other fucking day of the week, Omelet?
I was just in this really weird space where I was just really down.
By the way, I was thinking about this all last night. I don't think he fainted. I think he may have had a panic attack. Remember
Well, he still fainted with his panic attack, yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like Tony Soprano on Sopranos.
Yeah.
When he has a panic attack, he's out. I think he panicked.
So you're saying it wasn't the chemical reaction of Febreze in the air?
It was.
No, we all know Febreeze didn't kill him. Yeah, it was because the exact moment that he did that is when the opening started.
Exactly.
So that was the trigger.
It's like
white people are so scared of black people.
That's right, I said it.
Ooh, wait. Perfect time for radio context. On last night's show, I brought up whenever some asshole trucker would call in and be racist or say the N-word or just otherwise try to get under Earl's skin and not be funny about it. That Ani DeFranco song is the drop they would play every time somebody got all rednecky and racist about some shit. So I guess that was their way of kind of diffusing the situation. But for your context, that's what that was.
It's like when Tony sees the meat. When Earl hears the opening theme music to Ron Fez show, he's out.
Stop drilling. You got oil. We all fucking agreed with you. We got it immediately.
All right.
Stop over-explaining.
Okay.
You tattooed monkey. And yeah, I think that's exactly what set him off. Now, Dr. Steve talked to you yesterday, right?
Yeah, we had a very nice conversation yesterday. And one of the things he told me was that it's quite possible that I have some type of reaction to whatever components are in Febreeze. He goes, it is.
But we found out there were no Febreeze that was shot in the room yesterday. If anything, you smelled it in the carpet while you were unconscious.
The Febreeze was tucked nicely and safely away inside its bottle.
Because that was the last thing I remembered right before I went out was just that whiff of Febreeze in the air.
But then how come when Dave was shooting Febreeze in your face later, you didn't pass out?
Honestly, I can't explain that, but that was the last thing I remember. I remember, I said hello to you guys, and as I was walking out, that was the last thing I remembered, and I was face first.
You know what Pitts told me? He thought that you had shoved him into the doorway for some reason.
Nice. Nice, Pitsy.
He thought he committed assault.
Pitsy, when that does happen, keep your mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? You give them nothing. Zero, your usual.
Sitting in here, all I saw was a hat fly, and a thud. I didn't know what happened. I didn't see where you were in the studio.
So why sue me? Why wouldn't fucking Fez clip them? Why suddenly the usual suspects got to be rounded up? Here is Cody. Cody, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddies. Good morning. Well, it's morning for me. There might be a problem with Earl. When you faint, sometimes...
Boy, wow, this caller's taking a real brave stance. Yeah, there might be a problem with Earl. Good. Thank you for your diagnosis, doctor. I appreciate it.
your brain triggers certain smells to go off.
Yeah.
But it also could be that he smelled that, and it could have been a tumor in his brain causing him to have a seizure and making him faint.
Dr. Steve, bring up the seizure thing for you at all, Febreeze?
No, not at all. He said it was probably some type of allergic reaction. That it's possible, but...
Yes, but he doesn't know he doesn't understand is there was no Febreeze in this
room.
And we
all know Dr.
That
Steve,
you smelled
obviously,
something that you thought was
the man,
Febreeze,
the myth, the legend.
but it wasn't.
I mean, that's the part that's kind of freaking me.
That's the stroke, where the stroke would come in.
I mean, I don't want to. I mean, don't say stroke. A stroke's running my family. That's freaking me out.
Well, that's what you should look into. That's
Yes.
my point. There was no Febreeze, and I've heard people say they smelled like a burning thing when there was a stroke, or they had tasted metal.
Yeah, I mean, that was the thing that really stood out in my head right before I went out.
He smelled burning hair yesterday after the show.
Did you?
Yeah, it was like burning wood. But,
That's what people smell with a stroke.
But I felt fine. I didn't feel any, I didn't feel faint or anything.
You want the stroke to be the new opening song for the show?
No, I don't want any kind
Your
of stroke.
theme song.
What, by Billy Squire? No, I don't want that song.
Doesn't matter who. Doesn't matter who's doing it.
When you talk to Dr. Steve, you should tell him about your family history of strokes, not what air fresheners are in the room.
Earl, it's your doctor, Dr. Steve, on the line right now, who has given you the Febreeze theory of why you passed out and smell burning hair. How are you, Dr. Steve?
I'm fine. How are you, my friend?
We're doing great.
First I need to know if I have Earl's permission to discuss his condition on the air, since we do have somewhat of a doctor-patient relation.
I had no idea that you weren't allowed to. I thought only lawyers weren't allowed to.
All right, I realize that I just said we all know Dr. Steve, but this show is about breaking down radio and introducing this show to people that might not know who Ron and Fez is and might not even know who Dr. Steve is, right? Somebody might see this, somebody might stumble upon this, not know. Dr. Steve is a longtime caller in of this show and the O&A show, and has kind of been part of a radio universe for at least 20 years, as far as I know. He works he's a hospice doctor, right? So he has to take care of dying people, which, as you can imagine, is a super easy job. It must be so great and so much fun. But he would often call in and give medical advice. If you've ever heard the Opie and Anthony show before, he would call in about Bobo a lot. He tried to help Lady Di out. Lady Di is another famous drunk whose life is almost perfectly mirroring Stuttering John Melendez's life. They are following the same track in just such a fundamentally gross way. But we're hearing Dr. Steve on the radio right now. He's a really, really solid guy. Nobody has a bad thing to say about him except for the aforementioned Stuttering John. So let's get back to it. I'm going to go till about 5:30, so we get another half hour or so left. Thank you to everybody that's hung on for this long. Thank you to everybody that's going to watch in the future. I really, really appreciate you guys. Happy Friday.
Discuss that. Earl, is it okay with you?
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
Sure.
Okay. Hey, we briefly talked about being allergic to Febreeze. I myself am allergic to Giorgio perfume, and found that out while I was having an amorous liaison with a woman a long time ago and ended up with an asthma attack and in the hospital. So it can happen.
And she thought you were just good in bed. She's like, this guy's wild.
Yes. It's certainly possible, but it would mostly cause hacking and coughing, which is one of the things that Earl told me that he was experiencing. So that was one theory.
Let me just say this, Dr. Steve. That was not true. You didn't hack or cough before or after you passed out, Earl.
Well, I was very congested afterwards from all the spring that Dave gave me. I felt very congested.
You did not hack or cough or seem to have what I would consider an allergic reaction. And I've seen people have allergic reactions.
Right. Well, that's what I would expect in a situation like that. The other thing that I was concerned about, of course, was Earl's previous history of bleeding ulcers. And one of the things that we said he needs to do is get to see somebody and get some blood work done, and I'm going to send him up a list of work that I think he needs to have done.
Yeah, I mean, Earl's health was atrocious. His diet was awful. He was living off of, like, ginger ale, orange juice, and, like, boxes of saltine crackers. So acid and salt, and all that's doing is just eating away at your belly all day long. And he's wondering why, when he gets a fucking air freshener sprayed on him, that he passes out in a doorway 5 minutes before he goes on duty.
And, that's of concern to me. This brain tumor theory, who knows? I mean, I would expect to see seizure activity. If he wasn't jerking and herking, then that's really unlikely that he's.
Yeah, he pretty much went out like a log. He was just dead weight to us. The other interesting thing, though, Dr. Steve, is he's lost a lot of weight without trying to recently.
Yep, I understand, and that could be related to the ulcers. Could also be the thyroid problem. I've got a list of blood work that he needs to get that we probably don't need to go through on a comedy talk show. But I just want to clear up the thing about the Febreeze. I didn't want anybody or even Earl thinking I think that's at the top of my list of theories.
The other thing, Dr. Steve, is all I see him eating is saltines and ginger ale.
Yeah. That's a good diet for losing weight because it's got absolutely no nutritional value whatsoever.
Interesting.
Dr. Steve, are you going to order his prostate examined? Because he's going to be really disappointed if you don't.
Absolutely, and I offered for Earl to come down to my office in Tennessee. I'd be proud to do that myself.
Thank you very much, Dr. Steve.
Hey, thanks, guys. Call me anytime.
Thank you, Dr. Steve.
Well, he didn't paint a rosy picture for you, Earl. It doesn't sound good. Do you have all your affairs in order?
I'm in the process of doing that now, of getting everything in order.
Do you honestly think you could be dying?
Dying? No, but I definitely want to get my affairs in order. I got to set up a living will and all that stuff.
So why would you do that if you didn't think you were dying?
Maybe I am thinking of
Makes
that.
no sense, does
I know.
it? Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, Ron, you set up Dr. Steve real well there, but he couldn't, being a doctor, he couldn't pick up on the fact that Earl's pregnant there.
Well, I mean, again, he doesn't want to say that.
All right, look, not all the radio callers were ever that funny, but every now and then, you get a good line in, man.
And Earl, if you are pregnant, would you carry full term?
Oh, I got something for Fez here, too.
What's that?
Keys.
I got some keys.
I don't know if those sounded like my keys.
Well,
here's your fucking keys, Fez. We'll end a bit. Here's is it Lau? Lau, you're on Ron and Fez?
I think it's Leo.
Leo.
Hey, how you doing, guys? I just got something to tell Earl. I had an uncle, and for the past year, my mother and my aunt talk about it. Earl has a lot of symptoms that my uncle did before he had a massive heart attack. They called it a 24-hour silent heart attack that he went through, and before that, he had passed out. He had funny taste in his mouth. He had funny smelling sensation, and after he had the massive heart attack, it left him half his body paralyzed.
Earl, you worry about that?
Great call. Thanks for keeping the good times rolling there. And again, why put that call up? Can anybody in chat explain to me why that call would get put up in the first place other than absolute ineptitude? if Dave was running the board, I guess that makes sense.
I'm not really worried about the heart attack. I think that's the least of my worries. I think definitely I'm more worried about stroke.
You act like a heart attack is nothing after all Fez went through last year. And now, Fez, you haven't had a drink in what, 10 months?
Yeah, I have not had a drink since last November.
Brian, you're around a Fez.
Yeah, I think you guys are missing the whole thing. Febreze is just what black guys say right before their face is buried in carpet.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Was he going freeze? Was that the joke?
I think that was he was awful.
Yeah, it was.
Here is Tom, you're around a Fez.
Hey, I know what happened to Earl. He thought he had the bends, and his brain went psycho.
Going back off a theory that Dave has that we're not going to bring up now, Dave.
Okay, I'm going to bring this theory up. So there's a whole clip package out there where Eastside Dave has these wild theories about life that have no scientific basis in reality whatsoever. But apparently, for a long time, he was under the impression that if you went into a swimming pool on a cruise ship, that it would make you nauseous and throw up, or it would otherwise fuck your brain up and kind of make your equilibrium all crazy. I guess his brothers told him that? I'm not sure. Man, there's so much good Dave stuff out there. There's a whole package with his inventions. He invented a boat that's also a bridge. There's a lot. Oh, man, there's so much good stuff. I can't wait to get to it. But before we get to that, we have to get through this. So we're in the home stretch here. I'm going to go for another 25 minutes or so. Then we'll call it a night. Thank you to everybody that's held on for this long again. Let's get through this.
All right. A theory that I believe and I trust.
Why? It's not real. It's something you made up. Here's Ken. Ken, you're on Run a Fez.
Hey, buddies, love you guys. Hey, Earl, can I get first dibs on your record collection if you die?
First of all, those stolen CDs could send Earl away for a long time. He has taken those from CBS Radio, and he had no right to them.
I prefer creatively borrowed.
Lord knows what that apartment looks like if someone has to go in there and clean it out. It's probably got all kinds of rock memorabilia he's collected and radio freebies over the years.
Okay, so we heard in the last clip that what he has in that apartment is exactly that. Just stacks of records and albums and CDs and music media and black mold. That's it. Because all of his food and all of his clothes, he's just left in the studio because that's where he lives.
Keith, you're on a Fez.
Yeah, was there a snow globe rolling on the floor after Earl said Febreeze?
No, there was not a snow globe.
Citizen Douglas.
Jim, you're on a Fez.
I was just kind of wondering if when Earl has this baby, is him and Fez going to go off and get married and raise it together, or is Fez just paying him to carry the baby and then Fez is going to adopt it, or how's this going to work out?
Again, Dave, phone screening.
Right.
Screen out the hayseeds.
Okay.
Screen out the retards. Good calls.
I'm trying.
Yeah, Ron's bringing up my point. But again, if Ron really had a problem with this, he would have taken Dave behind the scenes and choked him nearly to death. Metaphorically. And made this shit not happen. But it happens so often that you have to think it's at least halfway intentional.
Good calls.
I know.
Clever calls. Maybe not 40 Fez gives blowjob jokes in a row would be a benefit.
That was an error in judgment on my part.
I'd appreciate it.
Earl, you give me the big break sign?
Yeah, we got to get started on Dave's tattoo.
I can't believe it. We're on a schedule today. I'm getting the big sign from the producer.
Trying to keep it organized, keep it moving.
I thought he was waving that he was fainting again.
Not Febreeze.
Strong
He's
as
up
an
and
ox.
moving.
Strong as an ox.
We can't hear you, Dave. You got to turn his mic on.
Here comes the blood. Here comes the blood. If you want to see Febreeze pass out again.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't quite remember yet. I don't pre-listen to these like right before I go on. We're all listening to this together, and we're all trying to react to it together. I have heard it a million times. I'm not quite sure what the tattoo is he's getting. I think this had something to do with a bet. So that's what's happening right now. Dave is getting a tattoo live in studio, so if you hear a little kind of sound, that's an actual tattoo gun.
The blood's coming with the yellow.
All right, Febreeze, take a walk out there and take a look at it. It's going to be red and yellow. It should be orange.
It's disgusting. It's like ketchup and mustard on a really bad hamburger.
Fucking starving. We got any really bad hamburgers? How you holding up, Febreeze?
Jeez, get a bucket pitch.
How you doing? Earl, speak to us.
That thing's really bleeding, too.
Totally gagging. I can't even.
Earl, try to get closer and smell what his blood smells like. Please.
Oh, Lord. This is awful.
Earl, get as close as you can.
Once again, Ron just, kind of tapping into his carny roots and just extracting the content from the situation. He's like a comedy oil derrick, and he is pumping funny goo out of the ground.
And there's some they're shooting him with Febreeze.
That'll take the iron smell out of the blood.
Earl just popped a, what did you eat, a Tums, Earl?
Yeah.
All right, Earl, we're on the radio. You have to describe.
I mean, first of all, his skin is so incredibly pasty also, and it's like yellow, and now he just drew blood. Oh, God, what a gag. No, I'm not going to taste it.
Just taste it, Earl.
I'm not tasting
See if it
any
tastes
part of him.
AIDSy.
This is. I don't know what's grossing me out.
I'm worried about
blood
it.
or just a completely pale skin.
Ron, there's less blood than when you peel the skin off your knuckle, bro. There's no blood there, and he's gagging already.
Well, he's not a, doesn't have a strong
Trying
stomach.
to get as close as I can, and it's just like little pockets of blood are squirting out.
Oh.
He's not a strong man.
No.
What am I saying? He's not a man at all.
Oh, God.
And his stomach's even weaker.
It's just, and Dave's just like shooting me this psychotic look. It's almost like a come hither look. Oh, God, this is gross.
It doesn't make any sense. That come hither look. Febreeze, would you like to be branded?
Absolutely not. I would.
That's what the brothers do, right? The tattoos don't show up on you. You go for branding.
Yeah, it's literally they treat their bodies like cattle, where it's just like you just see skin completely pus up and everything.
Why don't you get the RNF Ranch on you? Why don't you go with that?
But right now he's coloring in with the yellow, and like little pockets of blood are squirting out.
Yeah, Kimberly is right to get into the chat here and say, gross. I agree with you. It's disgusting. But it's part of the comedy of it. Obviously, the whole rest of this clip package is... I'm sorry that I'm saying package. I watch way too much TSN, but that's just what I'm going to call it. Go ahead and make fun of me all you want. I don't give a shit. They're just trying to make Earl faint now. The name of the game is let's tap into Earl's fundamental weakness and exploit it. All for the sake of comedy. And that's what I'm here for.
Oh, and it's just disgusting. Oh, my God.
We wanted to congratulate our buddies Adam and Kim of Hudson Valley. They are getting married tomorrow.
That's Adam and Eve. That's Adam and Eve.
Did he puke? All right, Earl just threw up. I hope that didn't get into the open tattoo wound.
Earl, what happened?
It's starting to come up like in a flush. Please make it stop.
Earl.
Yes.
Of course it's
After
fun.
this, I want you to go look at the toilet. It's all filled with shit in there. So I want you to go in there for a while.
You can always find one of those here.
Yeah, I know. It's a fucking disgusting place. When I use the bathroom now, I stand in the hall, open up the door, and piss in. I don't even bother walking because the place is just fucking. It looks like Quentin Tarantino should be walking in there in Desperado.
You can't hurt it at all by doing that.
Yeah, the armrest has got blood on it now, and
you're gonna be sleeping on that armrest too, Earl.
Oh God, my leg just buckled. Oh my God!
You ready to go down, Febreeze?
You need some air freshener?
Earl, did you feel like we're on a boat? Like every
I feel for Earl in this moment. I really, really do. And I gotta say, I said earlier in the show, I really like to try to understand people. I like to try to have empathy for people on some level, try to understand where they come from. So, not a lot of things make me puke the way that Earl is puking right now, but if I'm going to try to compare or try to, like, get into the headspace that he's in, the worst thing that you could get under your thumbnail is baby shit. It's the worst thing for you. It's going to be really funny for your baby who's laughing, and your partner who's also laughing at you. Yeah, but it's gonna be a rough time for everyone all around. Baby shit is disgusting, and to date is the only thing that has made me ever want to throw up from kind of just a rough sensory experience. Wear gloves if you're changing your kid's diaper. All right. Kimberly says, sounds like my mom cleaning the litter box. Yeah, well, I am about to turn 39, and 2 years ago I got my first cat, the titular cat Diggler. Her name's Winnie, and I've never had to change litter boxes before, and I gotta tell you, it's not the best time. It stinks a little bit. It's not good. It smells bad. So that's another thing that I guess makes me gag a little bit. But still, that's not as bad as getting baby shit under your thumbnail. Don't let that happen to you. It's a bad time.
Everything's moving back and forth?
On a sea of blood?
Is everything, seriously? Are you getting that? Because I'm starting to.
Stop.
I'm starting to get that feeling. Oh, look, he's ready to get up. I'm starting to get that feeling.
I just saw a cloud of Febreeze go past him.
Will you stop that? This is not helping.
Earl, you gotta stay on your pins, buddy.
This is totally not helping at all. Wow.
Febreeze. Is everything spinning?
Look at his pupils dilated, man.
Yeah, he's ready to go down.
Yeah, yeah.
He is ready to go down.
Yeah, he is all pupils there. Now you don't see any of the white. He's not blinking, but you still don't see any of the whites of his eyes.
Is there oxygen even in here? I don't even feel like I can get air. Do you realize how far it is to fresh air from here, Earl? If you even needed it, it takes forever to get there.
Stop. Why are you leaning?
No, I'm not.
You sure? This looks like you're going...
Yeah, we're on the radio. We can't tell when
you're going back and forth.
Earl, just lick the open tattoo wound right now. That would probably help make your stomach feel better.
I'm trying to get as close as I can. Oh, it's like completely red now. Oh, God, this is disgusting.
Hey, Randy, you're on Fez.
Hey, I just want to know if Earl got any vomit on his dress.
It does seem a little ladylike. Paul, you're on Fez.
1867, buddies.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, there's no way Earl's a black man. You guys are trying to pass off. This is a joke. He's really a white guy, and you just make him a black guy. Like shows.
I'm going to tell you the truth. He's so black that there's like an absence of color that he will suck the color out of the room.
Look, Ron isn't being unfair right now. Go back and watch, if you haven't yet, a couple other episodes. We have pictures of Earl up. Earl is Earl, all right? So Earl is most definitely an African-American gentleman. He is who he is, and he is definitely not faking, so this caller is incorrect.
It's like he's more like a black hole than an African American.
I'm not that dark.
You're fucking Zulu black, Earl.
Look, I don't co-sign any of this. Okay, I usually say this at the top of the episode. This was Sirius XM. This was the mid-2000s. People were able to laugh at a lot more back then. This is all in the name of comedy. I'm here because I like radio. I'm here because I like laughing, and I'm here because I like hanging out. So, just put your laughing hats on. That's all I'm saying.
Can't escape you.
I am not an extra from Shaka Zulu.
It comes up. Earl, I'm starting to feel like we're going down. Earl, I'm starting to spin a little bit. I'm really worried about that.
I mean, it's this weird combination of yellow and red and just blood.
Corey, you're on Fez.
Hey,
Hey, I just want to know if he passes out, will you tattoo "I'm a fucking pussy" on his forehead?
If he passes out, I'm going to tattoo Boston Red Sox across his back. You fall for that, Earl. You deserve it. Here's Mark. Mark, you're on Manifest.
Yeah, I think Earl's one of the biggest pussies there ever lived. If he passes out, tattoo on his ass, pussy or something.
Nobody will ever see it, so that doesn't matter. Steve, you're on Manifest.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what color Earl's type bleeds.
Okay.
I'll bring it on in here so we can take a look at it. Febreeze, you sure you don't want to get anything tattooed?
Positive. I'm absolutely positive. I'm on Queer Street right now.
He's on what?
Queer Street.
What the hell does that mean?
Dave's tattoo made him gay.
No,
actually, that's a pretty cool looking tattoo.
I mean, the craftsmanship is impeccable, but I have whackbag.com on my fucking arm, and I'm
The weird thing is...
impressed.
Yeah, come a little closer.
Yeah.
Too close to the armpit hair.
Yeah, I'm going to have to shave my armpits like a girl. So I lose to a girl in trivia. I have the website. Now I'm going to have to shave my pits.
Your pit hair grows down to your elbow? Where the tattoos start?
No, it's the other side of it.
Oh.
See, it goes all the way up into his armpit.
Oh, yeah.
Pete, you're on Manifest.
Hey, Ronnie. Miss Unconscious Earl.
Yeah, he'll be back. He almost went down today. Febreeze almost passed out because I started leaning to the right.
So why doesn't Dave just get sucks tattooed under whack bag? Solve the problem right there.
Is that what you want to do? Solve the problem?
I'm not going to do that.
Turn into something negative?
Sucks at life? Kind of get even?
I could. I could, but I'm going to be a bigger man this time. What I will do...
Not get more meaningless words tattooed on you?
No, I will...
Don't get a tattoo.
I'm going to... I got the tattoo. I'll probably get something very positive on this left arm right here to balance it out, I think, is what I want to do.
What are you thinking about so far?
I have a couple ideas in my head. I don't want to take up more of Rob's, especially if he's charging me. I'm not going to...
What's on your mind?
I have something special to me.
E. Cummings, is that what we're talking about here?
Has Pink Floyd put something else out?
Well, I figure Whackbag is very, negative and stuff, and I was going to get RNF Forever on my left arm.
You will not even be here next summer, so why get that now?
I know. There's a possibility with that.
It's not even a possibility. I've been in 3 phone calls in the last 2 weeks about getting rid of you and Earl.
Jesus Christ.
Look at his loyalty, though. Look at him.
I believe Ron is telling the truth there. I know maybe there's a little bit of a hint of exaggeration or joke in that just for the radio. But you guys got to understand, Dave and Earl caused so many problems for their employers that it was great radio, but we also have to remember that there was like a whole kind of professional environment behind that. And maybe at some point, if you guys really want to get into gross out territory, we'll listen to some of the Eastside Dave stuff that he did on the O&A show that is obviously more scatologically focused. But he was straight up suspended for a week or something for soiling himself and chasing around Eric Nagel in the studio with his leavings. So, yeah, if people want to listen to that's cool. I think it's funny, but I'm trying to build an audience. I'm not trying to repel one. So let me know what you think in chat. And we're in the home stretch here. I'm going to go for another 5 minutes. We're about an hour or so into this clip. We'll finish up over the next few episodes.
I'd be loyal too if this is the only way I had to make money.
Well, now that I hear that, all right. I probably won't be getting that one.
Why don't you do this?
Yeah.
Quit first. show us the thing until we quit first.
Maybe I won't quit on my left arm. Maybe that's something I'll think about.
I would love it. Let's get it now.
Let's do it.
Well, we got him here. Are you going to do it?
Yeah.
Stop tattooing.
I'm fucking serious.
Why are you doing
I'm not going to quit. Let's do it.
What are you doing?
I might get the axe, baby.
Oh, my God.
But I ain't quit.
This won't save you.
No, don't get that one. Don't get
it.
No, that's crazy. You're not even going to remember it.
Let's go.
Dave, I made it up. Sit down. Don't get that.
No, I want to get it. Even if it's not this job, I want to always think,
You thought of this the second.
Let's go.
You should quit.
Let's go.
Look at your life. Don't do this.
Oh, my
you
God.
fucking idiot.
Can't we just get your Ron and Fez stress ball?
Dave, come back in here for 1 second. Show me, just use this regular mic. Sit down.
Okay.
Sit down.
Alrighty.
Where are you going to get this tattoo?
I have one on the right bicep.
Yeah.
So I'll get one on the left bicep. Ouch! The hell was that for?
Don't get that tattoo. That's fucking stupid.
We really need to break into some Dave torture content because let me tell you something. The way he screams is one of the funniest sounds I've ever heard in my life. I can understand not everyone might be into it, but his pain tolerance is so hilariously low that whenever he gets even slightly hit in studio, he screams like Daniel Stern in the first Home Alone movie when that tarantula falls on his face. And I'm a sucker for that shit. I love it.
No, I want it. I want it.
What are you going to get?
I'm not kidding you. I won't quit. I won't quit. I want that tattoo. I want it. It's positive to me.
All right, then on your wrist, put down, so what? You're fired.
I'm not doing that either.
Will you eventually change it from I won't quit to I want quit? I want quit.
I want quiet. Don't do this.
No, I am. I'm dead serious.
Don't do it.
It's positive. It's something I need to do anyway.
No, it's never positive if there's a negative word in there. All your mind sees, it doesn't get the I won't. It just picks up the quit. So all you're going to do, especially
what's
the way
the
you
opposite
sleep
of quit?
I'm hired.
Or I'll stay in the game. No, wait. I'm in the game. I'm in the game. I'm going to get that in it. I'm going to get that in it. I'm going to get it.
Sit the fuck down, you retard. I don't want you doing this to your body.
Yeah, I am. I have to.
If you're going to get...
Then, you know what? You're high from the pain. And you don't want it to end.
No, I am dead serious. And I'm very similar to Fed.
That reminds me, there is an episode, okay, where Dave gets the Japanese kanji branded on his ass for Ichiban, which means number one. That was a segment that they used to do on the Ron and Fez show. And I just have to pause for a moment because we have kind of a, for me, a special guest here in the comments from a different internet world entirely. I've known this guy for a few years. How you doing, man? This is what I'm doing now instead of shit posting on that Discord. So, yeah, thank you for coming along for the ride. Thank you for the view. He says, it's not about the size, it's about the power. I have to agree. I have to agree with you. We are in the home stretch here. I'm going to keep going until my lady walks through that door. So the minute she walks through that door, I'm going to say some nice shit because she deserves it. And then I'm going to end the broadcast. Come back and we will finish this more next time. But again, I will sign off before I actually finish. So let's get through the home stretch here.
I need balance, so I have one on the right thing. I need it. I need it, though. I need it. So
You have 11. You need an even dozen.
What was his puppet's name?
Roberto.
Why don't you get Roberto come back?
Roberto, come back.
Maybe just Roberto. I don't know. I see that as a positive thing.
Why
Hey,
would
by the
you?
way, Hosp, how many fucking emails do I have to give? Give me my puppet back.
Give
But
the
anyway.
fucking puppet back, Hosp.
Jesus. But anyway.
And Lene, give the other one.
Okay, interesting radio context here. Hearing that, I'm led to believe that this took place before Dave's first Power Hour, because if you remember, if you go back and listen to that episode, the whole reason that happened was Hosp had Dave's puppet, and Hosp was some who gives a shit listener that wanted to be part of the show really bad. But the more he wanted to be part of the show, the less he was part of the show. Excuse me. But he stole Dave's puppet and was going to give it back if Dave could finish that Power Hour. Obviously, as we all know, Dave could not finish that Power Hour. And hence, I guess. But yeah, just to give you some timeline here. This clip that we're listening to was before the Power Hour.
Back, and then you'll be back to square one.
Yes.
Back to three puppets.
Stop fucking around. He's all weirded out getting tattoos.
But I am going to say, I want to stay in the game. I want that.
No, you just thought of it this second.
I want it.
Doesn't
though.
even make sense.
I like sports. Game is kind
He's
of
out of his
sports.
fucking mind.
No,
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
dead
gone-
serious.
You're like a
crazy.
You're like a fucking drunk sailor.
No, let's do it. Let's
Thanks,
do it. I'm
gone
dead
through your
serious.
head, so-
I am
Oh my God.
totally serious. I
He'll
want
be
this.
leaving with one of those Mike Tyson face tattoos.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I won't quit is better than to stay in the game.
Stay in the game means nothing.
All right, wait. Let me take a vote because I really do value your opinions. Do you like stay in the game? Or
No,
won't
I
quit?
hate it.
So you want I won't quit?
No, I hate that too. It's stupid.
But which way if you had to?
I wouldn't have to.
Let's do stay. Let's do I won't quit.
All
Rob. All right.
Sounds like a plan.
He's
Stop.
insane.
Just stop.
No, I'm doing it.
Don't, Dave. Earl, talk to him.
No, I am. I'm really.
Dave, sit the hell down.
Oh, now Black Daddy's mad.
Why don't you if you insist on getting something, get the Febreeze logo so you can scare Earl with it with your arm every day.
No, I am.
All right, let's take
I
a
won't
break and
quit.
try to talk him out of it. Ron and Fish.
This seems to be taking longer than whackbag.com, this lucky boy.
Well, he's freestyling, fellas. It's all freestyle.
I think it's almost over.
Your life?
Almost done.
Or your radio career? Febreeze, you're keeping quiet about this. You want to be in?
Nah, I'm really loopy right now. I can't really explain.
All right, I think actually here is as good a spot as any to end the show. So I'm going to say thank you guys for hanging out. I really, really appreciate it. If you want to contribute on Venmo, Cat Diggler, one word, you'll know it's me because of the picture. I'm going to put anything I get from you guys back into the show. I want to make this something that is worth watching for everybody. I want to make sure that it gets better every single time you guys see it. Thank you to all my new subscribers today. Thank you to everybody new in the chat. What a great Friday it was, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'm going to go ahead and end it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Goodbye.